In this video, I will explain to you how you can set up a multi-product configuration in ProductLift. First thing to consider when you want to have a multi-product configuration, you should consider if you want to have all products in one portal or you want to make it a separate one. So let's say you have a brand with multiple products, and let's say, okay, we make an easy selection, so we choose Philips. So as you know, it's not a SaaS product or a digital product, but I think it will give you the point. As you know, Philips has multiple products like a toothbrush or a toaster or whatever. So if you buy a toaster, you may have feedback about the toaster, right? So you can go to a suggestion page of Philips about the toaster. But you don't have anything or any desire to give suggestions about the toothbrush. So in this case, the products are completely separate, and if you buy one, it doesn't automatically have the other one or care even about the other one. So in this case, in this example, I would say, let's make separate portals. So the toothbrush has a portal, the toaster has a portal, all different pages, and maybe you can have like a QR code where you share people the location on where you should go. If you have products that are really together, so let's say lots of SEO products, tiny products that you can combine and have as a whole toolkit, basically, it definitely could make sense. So in this case, you could set up a multi-product configuration in ProductLift. What you see now on the screen is an empty installation of ProductLift, and here you can see the default setup. So you have a roadmap, a wish list, updates, and in this case also declined, which is like a hidden tab. Now there are two ways how you can set up a multi-product configuration. One is with tabs, which is these areas, roadmap, wish list, etc. You could have a tab for each product. And the other way is with categories. So the tabs will remain the same. And you have categories within. So let's set up each configuration and let's see how it looks like. Maybe we should start off with the categories first, so you can see how that looks like. So what you see here is, as again mentioned, the default tabs. So we probably should take a look at how they are set up. So you have a roadmap. Here you have all of the information that's towards it. The display method you can decide, sorting, etc. And here is the glue basically in ProductLift. So you have a status for each step. In this case, there's only one. It could be also more, but each status is connected to one tab. So what you could do in this case is you leave exactly the same as it is, and you just go to the categories. And here, instead of like bug, feature, integration, etc., you change it to product A, and you can choose the color that you like or choose the color code. Product B, product C, and let's remove this one. So basically we have 3 products as categories set up at the moment. So what you could do now is you can, if people have feedback, they can go here, they give their feedback and they select the category. You can optionally require it or even hide the category. In this case, I definitely think it makes sense, because otherwise how would you know which product it is? So if you take a look at the posting section, here you can say, okay, allow users to choose a category and require. So now we also require them to choose a category because we are using the category as the product. So let's save it and go back to this area. So I don't know, let's say, okay, we have feedback ABC, and here we have a nice description. And now we select the category. So let's say product A, and we create it. So, well, this is done. It's created for product A. It automatically goes to the wish list in this setup. This can also be adjusted. So if you say, oh, no, I would like to do some moderation of this item, maybe it's the wrong product, maybe the title is not correct, you can go to the edit again and you can change the default status, which is gathering votes. and gathering votes as a status, as you can see here, which is connected to the wish list. So what you can do now is that you have this information, so you have all of the products, and people can sort, or you can sort even on the, or filter, sorry, on the products. So if you have multiple products, then all of the information is here. So let's say this item, we don't have many, so let's say this item is going to the roadmap, so we are planning it. We don't have any sections, I believe. Well, maybe of December, so let's go there. And now it's planned for December. And here you can see also the product easily identifiable. So if you have multiple products, you can easily see that, and people can also filter on it on this tab. Say, okay, I only want to see a specific product. If you don't see the category, then it means that you need to edit this page. And here below you have the categories set up. So show the category labels and display the category selection box, which basically means the 2 items that you just saw. So for each tab, so wish list, roadmap, updates, you use the categories as a way to distinguish between the products. By the way, you can also change these items. So if you don't say December, you say now, next, and beyond, whatever. Let's not do all of them. Sorry, you can rename them exactly as you want. Add more items, add more products. Or sorry, feedback items. So I don't know, A, B, C, D. You can say product B. Blah, blah, blah. You see product B, product A, clearly visible. You can see with a little color, so people can easily identify which is which. They can select, filter the product, and now you can easily see it. And if you want to share the link, you can see that it's automatically added to the roadmap. So this is one way of having a multi-product configuration. As I said, there are multiple ways. And that's because ProductLift is like super configurable, which is really nice, but you have to know how it works. So let's say we have a tab for each product. So let's start adjusting it. So we say product A. Oh, you can put in anything here. Don't adjust it at the moment. And here you just don't say planned. So you can have like more statuses. You should add more statuses. So you should type the product. So that's A planned. Now I forgot to change it there, so let me do that later on. A wish list. You don't have to have the underscores, by the way, but and E done. Can have more, can have less, whatever you like. You can change the colors again, and I forgot to say this. So product A, whoop. Save. So now this one is changed to product A. Let's make this one product B. And B wish list. Sorry, I'm using exactly the same names, but doesn't really matter. And this was B roadmap. Right, oh sorry, I forgot to save this again, stupid. Maybe I should update it as a UX fix, but it's okay. And let's not do this whole thing, but let's make it product C. And well, let's add a tab because we have too many products, so product D. And we move this one a little bit earlier because we don't want to see decline there. You can have more, whatever you like. So now we have all of these products lined up, and what you should do now is change it a little bit, because this one is now automatically to A planned because we renamed the status, right? And we have the same thing here. So what we can do now is adjust this page, and show the status, because otherwise how do we know which one it is? No, sorry, I mean something else. Let's adjust this, because we have basically one page, right? So you have one page, and I want to have like 3 columns here where you can see what has been done, which is the wish list, and what is currently being worked on. So I don't know, let's date this as done, or maybe changelog then. To use the same terminology, this is roadmap, and this is wish list. I don't know, something like this, right? And now you have this setup, and you could organize it a little bit. So let's move one item here, and what's fine for now. But you can add more information, right? So you can add more feedback items here, more feedback items here, more feedback items here, and then you have your whole changelog, roadmap, and wish list all together in one location. So it's really easy for people to read it, to see how it works, etc. And then you have product B, and you can make exactly the same thing. This is only now a different setup, so let's make it a Kanban as well. And well, you can have more information here. You can say number of comments, people voted, etc. Let's not do all of it, but we can have like the short description here. So now we have B, and let's add an item. So test B. Let's use this category, and then I will change later on. Okay, so in B we now have something created, but this, yeah, is other. This is not correct. So let's adjust that, organize. So here we add a section. So changelog I created. I have roadmap, and I have wish list. Voila, and this item should be, I don't know, in the changelog. And what you see now also is that the other category is not showing if you don't have any items in the other categories, like the remaining category where you put stuff in. So now we have this stuff for the products. The only thing is now if you get more feedback, right? How do you know which product it is? Because, well, people just use the feedback button, they don't see the product here. So what you could do is create a new tab. You can name it like new, whatever. You put in a status, also new, and you change the default status to new. Now what's happening if people add feedback here, new feedback, then it will jump, or I should fix the category that should be required. So now make it. Now you see it's jumping in new, and people don't see new because new is only visible for admins. So as an admin, you can say, oh, okay, this is interesting, whatever. It should be for product A. Let's put it on the wish list. Sorry, this is the older statuses that I used for the other items, but you understand. So the status is connected to the tab, and then you select the wish list, for example. So now it's in product A, and you see here in the new feedback. And what I mentioned earlier about the categories, well, we have a different setup now, so you can change it here. So you can say like bug, save it, integration, and whatever. And in the other item, right, where you have like different products, you can also say, okay, yeah, it's product A bug, right? It doesn't, something like this. It's also fine, and you can have more categories within one. So if you go now to A, then you see, okay, this is integration, this is a bug, this is a bug. So it's easily visible. You have multiple products in one portal, and everybody would understand it. All right, so this is the video. I hope it is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. You can put a comment in the comment box, or email us. That's fine, and we are happy to help. All right, thanks a lot, and see you later.